No, I don't need any more excitement in my life. I understand All Hallows Eve is a tradition in town, but there is a reason I've avoided attending it with you all these last few years. I was always out of town, usually hunkered down in a different castle or knee-deep in a sword fight. You're admirable for giving back to your people like this, but it's not wise to poke fun at the supernatural. All these masks and pretenders draws them out, like a moth to flame. You can always tell when you don't take them seriously. It's inviting trouble, and the last thing you need is a griffin swooping down and snatching up carts of sweets, carrying off children. I'm not a spoil sport, but I am very reluctant to get out of bed, and equally reluctant to be gawked at as the formerly famous, now retired monster hunter who lives with Our Lady. That's worse than when they called me the Wolf of the East. At least that title sounded semi-serious, if a bit over the top. I know you've worked on this celebration for months. Yes, I know how much it means to the town. They adore you as their lady, and they love that you put on these festivals for them. This is as much for them to celebrate as for you to give back to them, but the answer is still no. I will spend the night here in the castle, trying to find some peace. I've had enough of monsters, both real and fake, for several lifetimes. Retirement has not made me grumpy. I'm practical. I want to relax, so I avoid things which draw trouble. Trouble is not relaxing. Therefore, I avoid monsters and monster-related things which will cause trouble. And I especially avoid festivals dedicated to monsters, filled with drunk people. Gods know that if something were to happen, you would ask me to take care of it, and I am not in a fixing mood. If something happens, send me a messenger and I'll deal with it in the morning. Darling, I was a monster hunter. I do not fear them. I respect them and the power they have, and the fact that they will kill me given a chance. I'm insulted you would imply such a thing. Would you want to spend an entire night surrounded by reminders of your former profession, which was neither easy nor kind? Especially after you had vowed to spend time with your soulmate instead of chasing down bloodthirsty creatures? I didn't think so. I'm sorry. I want you to go and have fun and to be safe. Don't listen to the ramblings of grouchy old me. They're probably waiting on you anyway. You should get ready. I'll read a book by the fire or take a bath. I'm sure everything will go well because you planned it. And I will be here waiting for you on your return. Everything will be as it should. You want my help getting into your costume? As payment for not going, really? Oh, do I have to? I have no objections to seeing you unclothed, but there's only so much of a beauty routine that a man can witness. I don't think I can spend another day watching you tend to your brows or painstakingly trim your hair. You swear to not torture me by moving slow. No laborious curling of lashes or applying other cosmetics. If you say so. I'll believe it when I see it. Now, what are you going as? I know you're usually the most elaborately dressed every year. They always vote you winner of the costume contest, do they not? I assume this year will be no different. I don't know how you can top last year. I heard you made several people swoon with your ethereal beauty. But if you think you can top it, then I look forward to seeing your very speedy and dramatic transformation. All right, you have convinced me to get out of bed. What do I need to do now? Just tell me and I'll get it done. What is your costume? A sorceress. All right, that doesn't sound too hard. I assume you have a dress and gloves. Is there a mask or anything involved? All right, no mask. Can't hide that beautiful face of yours. Under things first. Why do you look surprised? I do remember some things from watching you get ready morning after morning. I imagine you'll want the black set, correct? What do you call them again? A chemise. Chemise? Chemise. Right. And stockings and drawers, too. The black is very appropriate. What color is the gown? Orange or yellow, maybe green? I know you have that red one with the black lace as well. Any of them could work. You had a new one made. Purple. You look good in purple. They won't be able to keep their eyes off of you. Do you have your shoes? I'm glad you know where they are because I can never find them when you ask me to. Oh, you want me to buckle them? You don't even have a corset on. Why don't you do it? Right, fine. Stand still. You think about where your corset is, and I'll buckle these. Okay, buckled. How else can I be of assistance to my most beautiful and illustrious lady? Just please don't ask me to lace your corset. Kiss you. All right. You like bossing me around, don't you? No. Thrilling, is it? The great and powerful monster hunter doing the bidding of his lady. As if I would deny you. I'm always willing to do whatever you ask. I am hopelessly in love with you. Tell no one. Yes, they do already know. One of the bards even wrote a ballad about us. I am sure there will be more in the future too, now that I live here permanently. Come on, darling. Grab your corset. I'll find this mysterious new dress. We don't want you to be late. This one. The new one, yeah? Purple with black lace and crystal beads. It'll be perfect. Are these runes embroidered into the side? It seems you have learned something from me as well. These are for protection and luck and... right. We'll talk about that one when you come back, you minx. But, I am proud of you. You can never be too cautious. This was a good idea. Now, let's slip this on you. There we go. I'll button up the back. Hold still. You have a lovely neck. And your shoulders are so smooth. If you insist. I can avoid dragging you back to bed for a couple more hours. I'll just have to reminisce on our previous encounters to tide me over. But your hair, it's still a mess from our escapades earlier. Can you do it yourself? No, don't get all offended. I don't know what you have planned for it, and knowing you'll want a big, elaborate affair that I can't help you with at all. All you're doing is a braid. All right then. You can take care of that. What else needs to be done, darling? Jewelry I can fetch? Ribbons I can tie? Any vampires I can slay for you? I know vampires are on the avoid list, but if you asked me, I would go slay one for you. They're awful buggers anyway. I wouldn't mind too much. Another kiss, perhaps? Hair set to rights. That was a fairly quick process, you were right. You're very fast at that, and it looks amazing. I will admit I was wrong. You did not torture me too much with this. I see that smile. Don't get used to hearing it. I don't want to let you out of our rooms now that it's all done. I want to keep you here for myself so I can fully enjoy this. How long will you be away? Midnight. Later, even? Damn. I know it's a big festival, but... Right. You are their lady. You need to be seen. You're paying for it all, etc., etc. Doesn't make watching you go any easier. Yes, I'm sure I don't want to go. But this is the first time in a long time we've been able to spend so much time together. I could make an exception. Possibly. But only if I get to pick what we do when we come back. Deal? Deal.